Good evening, everybody, and it's the Gransberry. I'm here on Hump Day, as I promised, and I got hot sauce in my bag, or better yet, hot sauce in my room. And a few weeks back, I was on an awesome show based out of Kentucky with a host named Quentin Walker with Beyond the Game. Quentin is joining us tonight. He's in your top corner. And we were introduced to some hot sauce. I can't say awesome yet because I haven't tried it, but we were introduced to some hot sauce called Teaspoon Willies by Mr. Todd Diggs, actually one of the partners in Teaspoon Willies. And we were intrigued enough that we asked him to send us some so we could try it. And so we wanted to take this time and try out the hot sauce. Now, I being from Texas, I do like spicy food. I do like hot food. Hopefully I don't tear up online and this doesn't go bad for me. If it does, Todd, I know you're in Texas and I will hunt you down. So just know that I have made that a promise and not a threat.
Okay.
But being that I am a very avid foodie, but I have a very distinct taste for certain things. If I like it or don't like it, it should not be your guide, but just some insight. I'm usually pretty good with food. I think sauces are different. Sauces can be hit or miss for each person. I do not like sauce drowning in my food. I have to put it on one by one or dip.
Okay.
So, but being an avid tailgater, I really would like to hope I enjoy the sauce because I could add it to my repertoire probably for next year because I obviously won't be tailgating this year. And one thing that's funny is like, okay, I styled the show hot sauce in my bag, obviously a part of a lyric from a popular song. But what's unique about that is I was already having hot sauce in my bag. Okay. I was that girl. Well, it's partially because I do not like people to touch my food. And so I don't want to share community hot sauce. So I had my own hot sauce. I was at a gumbo party and I politely had my own hot sauce. So that's really what it roots in. Yes, I like hot sauce, but it was rooted in I refuse to share into certain things of community. So I'm a packaged ketchup girl versus the container ketchup. I think I'll take that with you. Hey, I think I'll take whatever happened at the warehouse or the factory over what happened at the store.
Well, believe it or not, a lot of restaurants are getting away from the bottles for that reason. Especially
I know. I used to be the Mr. Ketchup girl. I worked at the hamburger joint. I filled up all the bottles and we wiped the tops out in hot water. And you thought you had a new ketchup bottle. No, you had table A, table B combined to table C. So I have a plethora of things to try the hot sauce with to give me a good vibe. And so that all our guests can see that are watching us stream live, we have two versions. We have the original sauce, which is this one, right? And so we actually have the new labeling. I am not a food model, so get over it. Being perfect, you figure it out. And then we have the spicy sauce. I'm looking forward to spicy. And so I have wings, and we want to give a shout out to Hot Dog. Hot Dog is a part of the co-host on Q's show Beyond the Game on Tuesdays. And Hot Dog, he had a perfect question for today. Do you like bone in or boneless? So Q,
bone in, always.
Bone in for you, Todd. What about you, Q?
Yeah. At first I was a boneless guy. I was a boneless guy for the longest, but just like here in the last year or so, it's been bone in, man. I don't know. It's just I don't know, for whatever reason, it seems like it brings out the flavor more when you have bone in. And it's like, now it's like, okay, when you have boneless, it's basically you eating chicken nuggets. So, I mean, I would rather have the bone in there.
Plus, boneless says you don't have no backbone.
So,
y'all mushy. Y'all mushy and flimsy. You just fall apart. So, on top of that, I am a bone-in girl. and I like flats. So I have some awesome flats. I made some fresh popcorn, but I definitely want to give a shout out to my lovely popcorn favorites in Pennsylvania, Gourmet Popcorn, and I will be telling you all about their popcorn at future dates. So to not be unfair to them, I popped my own popcorn. And so I have some plain popcorn I'm going to try it with, and then of course some fries. And I think Q has some boneless wings, but we won't hold that against him tonight.
Hold on. They not wings, they chicken tenders. So it's a little bit of a difference. So it's a difference between
everything about a boneless wing says something about the softness of a woman, the tender, Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, please leave that alone. Yeah, we're gonna leave that alone today.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So, who's first? And while we get ready to determine who's first, Q, why don't you tell us a little bit about your show out of Kentucky and how people can connect with your show while I try to figure out my options.
I got the hot sauce right here. I ain't even put it on my plate yet. I was gonna wait to the show. I was gonna do it all together. But anyways, like she said, my name is Q Walker. I do a show called Beyond the Game, which is a sports show based out of Lexington, Kentucky. Charles Brandy said, "What the hell is going on with this show?" Don't worry about it, Charles.
Just keep watching.
But anyways, you can watch us every Monday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook Live. We also do YouTube Live now here as of lately. We also do an NBA Weekly Recap show that we just started doing as of 2 weeks ago, and we're starting to do that every single Wednesday at 6 p.m. as well. Miss Gransberry is a guest that comes on the show. She keeps that thing spicy when she comes through. She keeps everybody scared of. Nobody want to debate with her. Everybody's scared of. Everybody's scared of.
No. We don't use the word scared.
Intimidated.
That's a synonym with intimidated, and I don't like either one of those words.
They're intimidated, but yeah,
I'm just forthcoming with my opinion.
So, but I do it with 9 other guys. They come on the show periodically. Like she said, we do it Monday, Tuesdays, 2 different shows. It's a great thing because they compete with each other for topics and ratings and everything. So it keeps the show, alive and everything. But make sure you check us out every Monday and Tuesday. And also you can catch the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Play if you're unable to watch the show live.
Well, thank you. I really enjoy being on the show with the guys. They have a fun part at the end where we answer some random questions. Sometimes the answers are not G-rated, but we work through it, and you can get a good laugh.
Yeah, we've had a plethora of
I love it so.
People pissing in cars, people throwing away garbage. Let's see, we've had a whole lot of stuff going on. Yeah.
I still recommend ziplining upside down.
Ziplining upside down.
So I'm gonna go first. I have a lemon pepper wing, and I am going to start it hot. Okay.
Are you gonna start it hot?
I'm gonna start it hot because I don't need to back down from a challenge. So we're gonna make sure we clear about this. I'm definitely opening up the spicy, so nobody's like, "Oh, she faked it out."
I'm showing me opening it up from the beginning, baby.
Well, you should have had that ready. We didn't want to hear all that plastic moving, but so y'all can see that I'm literally putting the sauce on there. We already know the wings are good, so it better be about this sauce, okay?
Ooh, wait, let me get this plate on here. She chomping there. Let me go ahead and.
That's all you got?
That's all.
Oh, let me shake this up because this ain't hot.
Let me see what we got going on.
Y'all gonna have to fly me in, baby, because Texas people are gonna laugh at this. This not hot. Let me see if I can get a.
Yeah, let me get some more on her.
Let me see if I can get some more on there.
Let me sop my stuff up on her. Let me sop it up. It wasn't as hot as I thought it was gonna be. You can tell the little kick in there. You can tell the pepper flavor in there.
The kick came. It's so nice flavor. I shook it up, but I could drink this. This is good.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, I don't want it to take away from your food, but I wanted to accent your food. And that's part of, you have so many hot sauces like that are just so hot. That's all you get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
With
they
this,
kill you. We
they
just kill
kill
your
you.
tongue. Mm-hmm.
This you could go back for more and more still while enjoying your food, and
That's true.
that's the whole point. I don't want you. Eating is an experience.
I know you're not trying to tell me.
Well,
I agree.
we know. So why would I want to take away from that experience? I just want to enhance it.
So what gets you to like say, "Oh, I'm gonna make hot sauce"? I mean, you're from Florida, right? And
I'm from
so
Florida, and what it is
hot
some
sauce don't
friends
really
of mine.
stick out to me from Florida. So
Granted, but I have Louisiana roots.
what part?
My dad's from the city of New Orleans, and my mama's from the country, like real bayou country.
Okay,
So
what part? I mean, you can't just use country and get away.
Donaldsonville. Well, most people don't know of it. Donaldsonville, between Donaldsonville and Houma, down on
Okay.
LA1.
So my dad is from New Orleans. He was born
Mm-hmm.
there, and that's where his dad was from. But my aunts and uncles, they grew up in Baton Rouge.
Okay.
And some
Well,
of my first cousins. So
yeah, and he still
that
didn't
still ain't
discover.
so not too much Louisiana went into this hot sauce. What you telling me?
Well, it's got to be broad.
Flavor, not hot.
Right. I went for flavor. It's flavorful heat.
Okay.
It's flavorful heat.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
So I don't know if I even want to taste the original. You gonna scale me back?
Well,
I'm gonna taste the original just to see what kind of flavor it is in there. That's
okay.
I'm gonna taste that.
Okay, here, and I can tell you the difference now that you tried the hot.
Okay.
The hot will get you on the back side and the back of your throat.
Yep, I can.
That must be for a weak throat.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't put stuff down my throat, so I don't.
Right. I didn't want to go there, but
I would,
you actually do. It's called food. Get over yourself.
And that's the only thing.
Well, that could be the only thing, but it is the thing. Okay.
It ain't one the same.
And then on the everything sauce, you catch it on the tip of your tongue. You get it on the front side.
Hey, now we talking now. Tip of the tongue. Now we talking.
Yeah, on the tip of the tongue. Now, so, me personally, when I actually do cook, because a lot of times my wife cooks with it more than I do, she finds new and improved ways to use the everything sauce.
Okay, so maybe I should use the everything sauce on my French fries because they have a seasoning, and I don't want to mess up the taste.
Yeah.
Okay, and these are fresh cut fries, so they don't have anything, processed in them. So
it seems a little bit thick. It's thicker than the spicy sauce.
Yeah. It's a little bit thicker.
Was the goal for cooking on this one, or was it?
Yeah, you can use it for cooking as well because it's tomato based. So, I'm just trying to get her reaction because you'll like it, but it might not have the kick that you're expecting.
Right. It doesn't have the kick, but you're right. It's more of something I would actually put this in spaghetti.
Yeah.
Like when I'm making the pasta and you just pour it in, because I like spicy marinara. So this would probably, it would give the flavor, but it wouldn't ruin the spaghetti.
Right.
So this wouldn't be for our sugar people who put sugar in spaghetti. I'll leave them that.
No.
Okay. No. Which one do you think should go with the popcorn? Like, because I look, I bought a popcorn popper just so I could do this.
It just depends on the person.
You're a spicy girl, so I would say the spicy. Because it's going to give you that kick that you want, but it's not going to be overpowering.
You know what? I would recommend the popcorn regardless because this one, the regular is just more catered to, like you guys said, just for food-based purposes, like, your spaghetti, your chicken, or whatever it is you want to use it with. The spicy, it's more like an addition to. So if you have something that you just want to add, something like some people put hot sauce on chips, you would use that for the chips instead of the everything sauce. So the spicy one you would use as an addition to something else instead of cooking it with it.
Okay.
My
popcorn is excellent, by the way. I made the popcorn, so just so we put that out there.
All by yourself?
All by myself. Oh, well, all by myself. And I misgauged how much popcorn I needed. So popcorn was going everywhere. I had to unplug that sucker. That shit started coming out so fast.
But yeah, but yeah, for
Excuse
everybody
me?
tuning in, I said yeah. Did I cuss? My bad if I did.
Oh,
But
you can cuss. I just
no,
want to know, what did you say?
I would highly recommend this hot sauce.
Yeah.
Todd, tell
A
everybody where
border.
to get some at.
A lot of it, if you're in the Midwest region in Colorado and out there in that area, we're in Whole Foods. But a lot of it we do online, and I ship direct to you. Our website is www.teaspoonwillies.com. And we have different ways to order or delivery, FedEx, USPS, whatever. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, each bottle runs about $6.58. Or you could get a twin pack for like $11. I don't remember exact prices, but yeah, www.teaspoonwillies.com, and it's good.
I'm so glad your fingernails are clean. I'm sorry, because they got a close up.
Well, cleanliness is next to godliness, so
Right.
Thank goodness for that. We know the car might not be clean, but at least
well, no, that's his car that ain't clean. It ain't my car.
So,
but yeah.
So what's the problem when getting it in Whole Foods in my area? Because I'm a Whole Foods girl, like through and through.
Whole Foods is very regional. They want stuff close by.
So you saying because I like spicy, you need to make me a part of the spicy brand so I can regionally get it in my city.
Whatever you want to do to get it in the city of Houston, I will gladly help you get it in the city of Houston.
You mean I will gladly help you? I'm just gonna make sure we say it right.
We're gonna work together.
You're right, because I don't own the hot sauce. It's not mine. So you're right. You're right.
We're gonna work together.
We're gonna compromise.
Why? We're gonna make this happen. PV and SU working together. See?
Oh Lord, the swag back at it. I know. But see, you always head in the right place if you have a PV girl involved. Because PV produces productive people, and it just is what it is. So
I bet you can't say that again fast.
PV produces productive people. Baby, don't touch me on the PV now.
Don't touch on the PV.
I see you still eating though, so it was good, wasn't it?
Oh, it was.
It was good, yeah.
It was.
It was actually good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, my popcorn won't get too cold because I didn't drown it in butter because I wanted to make sure I could actually taste the sauce on the popcorn. So I personally actually got a kick out of having the original on the popcorn because my thought process is I haven't made popcorn with butter. So this is popcorn
that would be
butter.
a good substitute,
right? But if you had butter and you were a person that has to have everything with butter, you might not want that spicy on top of that butter.
Yeah, I can understand.
So you might want the other part to it. So that's why I said that. But we got to work on getting it in, so I don't have to order it online. Yeah. But during the pandemic, we all have plenty of time to order things online.
Yep.
Right.
So we can always go online to Teaspoon Willie's.
And I ship all across the country in your neck of the woods.
Well, how does Teaspoon Willie's work out with NASCAR? Because I know we touched on it, but I don't know if we really got a good idea of.
We didn't. What I did was I had some friends who worked in NASCAR, and I was like, I just saw their food bills. And I was like, they eat, and they have to go to the store every week to buy
That's
whatever.
Not enough.
So I went and asked them, hey, why don't y'all try this hot sauce? Because they love hot sauce. They love it hot. So I went out there and I gave them some just to get the product out there. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to get your product out there. And I got a phone call before I could get home talking about we're out of hot sauce. I said, what do you mean you're out of hot sauce? I just gave you 2 big bottles. Well, they loved it and they ran through it and I cooked with it and it was just It's gone.
So we have a bigger bottle than this. This is small.
Yeah, I have it. That's the what we call the store bought bottle. We have a
Okay.
industrial back of the house bottle, the
Okay.
gallon.
Okay. The gallon. Okay. So I saw something on the Facebook page. I
Hmm.
saw little packets
Yes,
that that could go in my purse.
yes.
So how can I get some packets? And like, how many come in a pack? Like, do I gotta buy 100?
No, no. For a pack, they're usually about 85. They come in a pack in a box
So you ship those? Cause see, that can go everywhere with me,
everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere.
The
especially
only
when some
problem,
people.
the only thing with packets right now is I'm not doing it in the spicy. I'm only doing them in the everything.
You only doing them what?
In the everything for right now. I'm in the process of upgrading to the spicy.
Let me ask you this real quick, Ty. Are you guys planning on expanding? Are you going to go one more hot sauce up from this, or is this pretty much just going to be the everything sauce and the spicy?
Well, no, we're gonna go more ethnic
Okay.
to do like a sweet and sour sauce we have in the plans, or we call it Asian sauce. That way
Okay.
you don't. We have two or three other sauces that we're working on. It's just with everything slowing down because of COVID, we put a lot of this stuff on a back burner.
Got you.
But we still eating.
Um,
She said, "We still eating though, Todd.
I know,
We still need that
but
sauce, baby."
right, right,
Can I
right.
get a part-time taste tester? Can I
Taste test.
come? And be a guinea pig?
Here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
I want you, in all honesty, I'll help you out. We'll talk about it later. Because I know you like to eat. I know you like to eat and cook. See, she's still eating the wings
I'm still eating
and
that salt.
dancing. So,
Oh, I'm naturally a food dancer.
I'm okay with that because that
Oh,
means
okay.
you're enjoying the food, and that's what
you
it's all
want.
about.
That's what you
Because
want.
when you start enjoying your food, it just does something to your soul.
It's
You
yeah.
know, if you think about it, when you've had a good meal, sitting around the table, and you're done, you're like,
So,
that just
so Todd, you
something
said
about soul.
you wanted to tell me something, but I'm gonna talk to
No,
Will right quick. Hold on. So, Will, that means you were not watching the whole show, but we thank you for joining
Thanks for
because
tuning in.
I had two awesome vegan dishes. One would be the potato, okay, and just to help you out because you went to PV, I'm gonna put some sauce on the potato for you, as you know, pour some out for the homies.
and
Oh,
it is.
wait, because I have another vegan dish.
What you got over
Popcorn, pop it.
there?
So next time, watch the whole show. All right, now Todd, back to
But
you.
no,
I'm so sorry.
back to NASCAR. I started selling to different teams, and it started picking up traction within the garage.
Okay.
So I went from Roush Fenway Racing to Joe Gibbs Racing to Richard Petty Motorsports, and just hawking my wares, as the old folks used to say. And eventually it got to the point where they were calling me and said, "Hey, we're getting low on sauce." I was like, "All right, we'll go ahead and re-up you." And I send them a case of sauce, and the case of sauce usually lasts about 3 or 4 months. And what it did was I became known as the hot sauce guy.
Mm.
Because one, there aren't too many people that look like us in the garage, so they have to, for good or bad, have to attach something to you so people remember. So I was just the hot sauce guy. So whenever I went to the races, don't mind him. He's the hot sauce guy. Like going through the gate,
Yeah.
he's our hot sauce guy, and it allowed me.
And I'm the football girl, so that
Yeah.
I know how that works. Yeah. They
And
don't never know my name. They be like, you
they'll
just a
never know your
football
name,
girl.
but when they say the hot sauce guy, they know exactly who you're talking about. and it allowed me to meet people and expand the brand within NASCAR on every level. Um, so it's kind of hard right now because of COVID, they're not cooking anymore. They're doing
Meals,
meals,
catering, drop offs.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what I still have, they still have bottles that they can pour it
You need to
on.
get them packets in there. See, that's
Slide them packets in
That's
there,
what I'm
man.
working on. That's why we're going to do the everything and the spicy packets because of people like you. Thank you, Natasha, for wanting to take it everywhere you go. And
everywhere you go.
and
People
I tell
wanna
people,
know.
hey, ooh, yeah.
That's perfect.
but yeah, so we can you go to a restaurant and you happen to leave it on the table because you didn't and they figure out, hey, what's this?
Hot
So
sauce
it's
Willie.
right. So
Who
I
is Willie?
but
Who is Willie?
I
Who the hell is Willie?
Because my great grandfather was Willie. They named their first child Willie Pearl. It was Willie and Pearline, and they named the first child Willie Pearl. So who was Willie?
Who's Willie?
Willie is a gentleman um, who lives in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, okay. So that's why
Um,
y'all in Colorado. Okay.
yeah, who lives in Denver, Colorado. Um, we were all hanging around when he at his wedding. He actually cooked it up the first time.
Okay. Yeah, sound like y'all was getting into something mischievous because you're being very careful with your words. We were
Well,
all together. This sounds
we're
like a Q story. Like we might need to get waivers
hey,
signed and
hey Q. You know what happens when you're about to get married? You try to present some things, and
Mm-mm. Abort, Todd. Abort mission. Abort mission. Abort mission.
no,
Just tell us who Willie is.
no, he's a family friend who
oh.
who he was tired of Tabasco
Okay.
in Tallulah, and he's a cook. He's not a chef by trade, but
Okay.
he loves to cook. And he came up with the idea of making it from spices. And the way we got Teaspoon Willie's is everything he did it in teaspoon increments.
Mm.
Okay.
So and what happened was his brother-in-law and I went to college together. So we all have known each other for years, and
Okay.
um,
And it
but
just developed.
it just developed, and the good part is none of us live in the same area. He's out in the Midwest in Colorado. I'm in Dallas. His brother-in-law is in Port St. Lucie, Florida, and we communicate on a regular basis.
And your
And
new ambassador is in Houston.
our new ambassador is in Houston. And we have another ambassador, although he doesn't know about it yet, in Louisville. Hey,
Well,
did I
he
say
in
that right?
Lexington.
I'm in
He in
Lexington. I'm in
Lexington.
Lexington. Yeah, I'm in Lexington. But yeah, you just gained
Lexington.
you got another ambassador in Lexington. Yeah, that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Um, but it's all about just getting it out there and word of mouth, and that's what I enjoy doing. I love talking about it because I love to eat, and
Me
if
too.
you
Man.
know it's fun when
I
you
love
can
to
sit
eat
down
after
and
football, but I love them about the same.
Mm.
I
Sorry.
think I love eating more than football right now because I ain't gonna see no football, unfortunately.
Yeah, so we're not gonna have any sad moments. We're gonna stay happy.
Yeah, we gonna
And
We're gonna stay
so
happy, but the
so
good thing.
we
But here's the question
okay.
I have for you, and then Q, I'll go to you. What was your initial reaction to the sauce?
Okay, well, the hot sauce, I was waiting. Before the show started, you said there wasn't going to be a blow the back of your mouth out type of spice to it. So I was already, coming in with some preconceived ideas. So I knew it was going to have a kick. The spicy one, it went down smooth. Like you said, it's something that you can still enjoy with your food. It wasn't nasty, So everybody watching, I don't want y'all to think, oh, he just covering up because it tasted great. You can taste the flavors in it. You can taste the pepper. You can taste the cayenne in it. If you know food, you know what to look for. And then so that was great. The everything sauce, I really enjoyed that because you really can eat that with pretty much almost anything. I mean, it says hot sauce on it, but I mean, you can really just use that as a sauce for a lot of your food items. So you don't have to particularly use that just as a hot sauce or something. You can use that with anything. But both of them are great for me, man. I love them.
And Miss Natasha.
So when I got ready to try spicy, I wanted to like feel it. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to burn 10 calories
Mm.
alone from the heat. So once you kind of let me down, meaning you had already pre-warned me, I wasn't gonna get that. I was anticipating, will I dislike this? Because
Yeah.
I'm a Texas person and I need spice.
Mm-hmm.
So the first time I felt like it was weak. Like, oh, this is good, but I thought, how you go to a restaurant, they be talking
Yeah.
about they made some spicy. And you be like, stop using the word spicy because you put pepper in it. That is not spicy. So then I shook it up because I remember, like, you still got to get the hot sauce a good shake. You shipped it to us a few weeks ago. It's been waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So that second time I got that full flavor of it. So I
Okay.
really like it. I'm a texture person. So if you ruin me with the texture, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Like it's over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how it tastes. It's how I feel first. So it's not like runny loose, so you're right. That makes sense how you tell us the story about Willie and he did not like Tabasco. It's not a
Mm-hmm.
Tabasco base. It's not wet and leaky. I don't want a sauce that leaks. I needed to
Mm-hmm.
have substance and sit on top. And so that's what I liked. Like, because like I said, I don't pour sauce on top of my stuff. I'm a dipper or I put it right on what I'm about to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I like the consistency of it. Personally, because I really like spice, I would only want to always eat the spicy. I can find a
Okay.
use for the original. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, like Q mentioned, if you just into sauces, like some people, or you can add it to ketchup
Mm-hmm.
and make a
Or you
combination
can
with
use it.
ketchup.
Believe it or not, a lot of people use everything as a marinade.
I can
You
see that
know.
Yeah,
because of
but
how thick it is.
Yeah.
yeah, and
And
that's what I was saying. Like the consistency is fine, but I'm not a real big marinade person because I'm funny about
okay.
food in the refrigerator. So for me, it's got to be hit it right then. So
Okay.
I'm really into the spicy. I'm probably gonna run through the spicy. Now the thing is, I will make use of the original because I do like it. But just about every sauce that comes in original or spicy, I have spicy.
Okay. And
So
and
so in
that's
fairness, it
why.
has nothing to do with the sauce. It's just a preference.
Yeah. And I understand that because you have the people who are like the spicy is too hot, but I love everything. Then you have people like you who are like the spicy's good for what it's worth, but I take a jug of the spicy. You just
Yeah.
keep giving me the
Just
spicy.
keep giving it to me. Yep.
And
I'm interested to try it on some pizza. So I'm gonna try it on make a pizza with it, and then I'm gonna tell you what that tastes like. I'll let you know offline how that go for me. But
okay, okay,
I'm
but
so
yeah,
glad it wasn't too wet because that was gonna be a huge
Yeah,
disappointment
yeah.
for me if it was leaky.
If it came out
yeah,
like like it's water or something like
Yeah,
yeah,
mm-mm,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I was gonna have to tell you,
mm-mm,
you acting like them old Picante commercials where they like, you made that in what state? You need to
Yeah.
try it.
no, it's very well put together. After years and years of getting it right, because
Okay.
what we would do is we all when he we were all together when it first started, and it was like you said, it was running, and we couldn't roll with that. Then we made it too thick, where you had to. It was almost like,
You need some bread and
yeah,
some water.
yeah. But we got to the point where it's smooth enough to come out the bottle, but it's not gonna go all over the place.
Correct.
And
And
that
that's
and
true.
that
That's true. So in case you guys didn't know, there's no filler over the top for it to funnel through. It's straight top off and pour.
Pour.
And
Mm-hmm.
even then, if you notice, it holds well enough that I can pour it on my chicken and see how it's not running all off of it to
But
where
you,
it's going everywhere until
that's
you pour
key.
a lot.
That's key.
And that's key. So,
'Cause,
Todd,
yeah.
I really appreciate it. I'm actually glad we liked it because, I don't have a poker face. And so if it tastes like crap, everybody
you
would have known exactly how I felt about it. and they wouldn't have cared really about what I thought. They just would have spent
Yeah.
too much time having a good time laughing at I didn't like it or it was too hot. I wasn't really worried about it being too hot because y'all just not from the right places for me to believe it was gonna be that hot. That's
Okay.
just my opinion.
Hey Todd, I,
I
I got a
Okay.
mean,
question. I got a message here from a guy named David Reese. He said, "Is it
hi David.
He said, "Is it available at NASCAR races?"
Um, no, because it's only in the garage. It's only the teams have it. We've been working with NASCAR to get it in the concessions. Um, and there have been a couple of um, races that we have been able to, but we're not going there this year.
Okay.
Um, so that's something we're really working on because a lot of people want it in mass number, and we can produce it in mass number for that. It's just right now everything's hard to get out right now because nobody knows what's going to happen.
Gotcha.
Okay.
As
Well, I
soon
know as soon as what? You gonna give
as
me those
soon as we
packets?
can get as soon as we get it out there, I will definitely let y'all know. And
Okay.
Natasha will work on the packets for you, um, because you know you're
Hey,
Natasha.
yeah, see, I like that because I'm Natasha. But I would return the favor. Like, I would. I'll send you
I
some of
know.
my popcorn too from my favorite vendor. It's amazing. He has the best caramel popcorn ever. So I will get you some of that. I'm gonna return the favor. Okay.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
So I,
I'm just
I thank
happy
you for
that
joining us though,
yeah,
because
I'm happy y'all taking the time out of y'all busy schedules to have this discussion, and I appreciate it, and we'll go from there.
well, Quentin, I guess I'll see you next week on Beyond the Game, and
Oh,
we'll be another step closer of the basketball bubble playoffs.
yes.
And we're going to see and hope for continued negative COVID testing in all of our sports and
Yes.
more
Yes,
responsible MLB players.
Lord,
And I
yes.
yes.
want to give a shout out to my girls at Girl Chat Sports. Their show is on tonight. So if you guys
Mm-hmm.
get a chance when we go off, please check them out on Facebook. And they're awesome. They're out of Vegas and they cover all sports, even the ones you don't think of. And they have great coverage and I love them. So special shout out to Mo and Mel for that. And once again, shout out to Hot Dog because he had the perfect question for the day with the bone in and the boneless. It led us right into our wonderful tasting. And I want to thank everybody who joined us just to try out the hot sauce, even though you didn't get to. But just know that as soon as the world opens up, and if I like you, I will invite you to be in close proximity, still social distancing, of course, and try the hot sauce on me. So, Todd, when that works out, I will order
Yeah.
some hot sauce and let
Okay.
people try the hot sauce. I want to support you. It's a
Thank you.
wonderful
Thank you.
Black owned business. Everybody's always looking for something to give to positively. And that was another
Mm-hmm.
reason why I wanted to do it. And that's all for tonight, guys. You can find Quentin at Beyond the Game,
Hey,
KY
that's a
on
great show, and I love
Instagram.
this one too. Yes.
Well, thank you. We
Well,
appreciate that
thank you,
Yeah.
time.
thank you, thank you. I know they miss me when I don't come on, so I try to make sure I'm in the comments so I can, give my little inputs where they're sometimes not wanted.
No, it's always
But
welcome to want it.
It's always welcome.
It
and
is.
before we leave, I just want to tell everybody that I'm giving a free 1 hour workshop on Saturday, August 8th at 10 a.m. You can sign up on Eventbrite. And I am going to go over the basics of starting a business. So, if you're thinking about starting a business, you want a business, you're not really sure how to get your own Teaspoon Willies or Beyond the Game Kentucky, I can guide you in that right direction. And I would love to. It's free, but once the class is full, it is full. And so I wish you all a good night. And it's time to catch the last basketball game.
Holler at
Bye,
All
everybody.
right.
guys.
Bye.
Bye
Peace.
bye.